Alright, so it is now time for another Tech Mods Creative Mode. Let's look at this thing. Power monitor, graphical power monitor, RF monitor, liquid monitor. Okay. What's this one? That is not the one we want, because that is for the energetic generator. Okay. So, we're going to try and look at some of these things. So what's this got on it? Okay, how will that deal with it being a capacitor? Let's see how they all react with just having a capacitor next to them. Needs to be attached to a conduit network, eh? Mm-hmm. Oh, interesting. Why can I access... Is that just an advanced version of this one then? It looks that way, doesn't it? Yep. Alright. So there's actually no real even point even using the regular one then. Well, I'll start using the regular one because it's easier, and then I'll use the other one. Now what does this one do? Okay. So how does this... Is this going to be able to... Control winner off... Let's have a look at this then. I guess I probably should take just a creative thing here. Oops, there we go. So send a redstone signal when it's less than 100%. No? Weird. Where does the redstone signal come out? Here? Huh, weird. If I put it at 10%, I'll be able to see the change more quickly. Uh, okay, you just need to highlight it. Okay, and it's off. Okay. So that's how that one works. What about this one? Let's just move this guy. So probably similar sort of thing, I'd imagine. No conduit net, but needs to be attached to conduits to read data from. Does it? Hmm. So what, do I need to have... let's just use the enhanced. So that should be fine now, right? What is going on here? What? Okay. So the power monitor takes 10 RF per tick. That's what it's losing. Okay, judging by the grayed out text, this just doesn't do anything when it's off. Where's the signal coming out of? Let's try it. It's less than... Okay, so what signal is it sending out? It's sending out a weak signal, isn't it? This is the weird thing, because you see, I don't really get it. It's not really sending out a signal, is it? It's just sending out like this special type of signal which has been decided. Oh no, it does. No, that's still the weak one, isn't it? If that was, because that's the thing. If you send a strong signal into this block, the piston above will fire, right? Yeah. So if I send a strong signal into it, not that one, this one. And see, that's just a constant redstone signal. So what we can basically say is that it's just getting a weak signal. Like, I'm curious about this one as well, now I think about it. So let's have a look. Should get the strong system out of the top. Oh, that's funny. So they're definitely different kinds of signal. It's hard to really understand exactly how they're different, but they are. Well, because this is kind of crucial when you're doing this stuff. Yeah, because you see, if I have a powered block here, I always get this one confused, don't I? Oh, wait a minute. Why do I always think that's going to power it? I think it's because of this one, isn't it? Yeah. I always forget this doesn't work the same, though. But actually, that's completely different. Sorry, what am I talking about? Yeah, anyway. What was the thing to go above? I'm trying to remember, it was something like this, wasn't it? Hmm. Yeah, there's no way to actually get... Here's the thing, I could do something like that, couldn't I? I could go into this and go like that. I find it annoying that you have to... Hmm. There is another way to go around though. You have to do one on here as well, don't you? Yeah, that's the way you would do it if you were going across, wouldn't it be? Yeah. What are the other ways? I need to go back to my redstone tutorial map. Anyway, I'm not going to really focus on this. It's not really the point at this stage, I guess. Let me see if I can remember. What's the one? What is the resettable switch? The resettable switch will probably be super important, won't it? I remember the blocks you set up like that, just because it's like a night. They do something like this, and then have like there and there. No. What was the thing? Not too far away from remembering. What is that resettable one? I'm going to remember it. That's one thing I do really want to remember. At the moment, you see, I'm at this stage where I'm trying to just remember the things. The basic ones. Like, I remember certain things, but I don't remember other things. But it's just one of those things. Okay, let's try to like actually focus on what we're doing here. But yeah, I feel like I remember more things than I used to, at least. So, how are we actually going to get... So when we look at the blocks we've got, the capacitor... Let's see if I could... The thing is, it's not going to be much point working with the basic one, is there? Because if this is all you need to make the more advanced one, why would you work with the basic one? The answer is you wouldn't. So yeah, this may actually have more of a power drain. Can we see the power drain? Yeah, this has still got the same. It's just filling up. Emit when storage is less. So emit when storage is less than 75% full. Stop when storage greater than or equal to 99% full. This one strikes me as being more powerful than this. Although you would have to use two of these to get the same effect, right? Because if you just say emit when it's more than 10, yeah, emit when it's more than 10. So let's try to do something a bit more complicated then. Is this going to be empty? No. Let's just get... Oh, did I take a bigger... No, I didn't. Okay, so we're going to put this one here. So emit when more than 10. Okay, so it's going to emit when more than 10. Okay, so this is going off to... Okay. So really what we need to think about here is about generators, right? So what generator could we go for? I feel like just a coal generator. Yeah. So I mean, here's the way you have to look at it, right? If the power is really low, no, like say you just got like a little dip in power, like down to 80% or something, you're only going to need like say 2 generators. But say you get like you're opening like an RF tools dimension, you're going to need to suddenly just, and I've sort of thought of it like a bell curve in a way, is that you just want a huge boost if there's a massive drain. But another thing as well, there's two different concepts. There's that, but the thing about that, right, is that a huge boost if there's a massive drain, that you wouldn't want that on like a. I was thinking about like an electrical grid. You wouldn't want that and like at the actual station, would you? You'd only want that at like you'd want that huge boost to not have any relevance to this because at the station you've got like 500 of these guys, right? So it's like you wouldn't want even though from a just like a one person perspective it would be like getting a huge boost. It had no real effect on the overall like huge amount which is coming in like the huge amount which you get say 500 of these guys is like it's like such an order of magnitude higher that it's actually just a little bit. So the question is like yeah, I'm like that's the thing you would think because I've always liked the idea of just having a load of capacitor banks as like a sort of main hub. That way you see this way like if you've got like these guys like here like millions of them, right? Just say like a lot. So there's just like loads there, like yeah, like yeah, like like 1,000 of these or something, right? So there's actually no point even what I did there, but at least it shows there's more. This, the numbers here will be like we'll just take the power monitor, right? This one, yeah. The numbers here will be like this, won't they? They'll be like it'll be like something like this, or something like tiny, minuscule. Whereas like here the numbers will be like yeah. So the small one will be like just like covering like the certain amount of machines you want, yeah. So here the numbers would be what? So again, this is going to be pretty small, but it's going to be like so you're just using a bit of power. You want to keep it pretty high though. So you want to just keep always at say 90%. The thing is, you just want to keep it 100% power here, and you want it to be inverted, right? So when you yeah, you want it. So when it yeah. So normally the way they are is when they receive. Yeah, normally the machines not inverted, are they? Let me just think about this. Yeah, the default state of the sag mill is always active, but I'm going to want it. Active without active without signal maybe. Which way counts as inverted? Yeah, I think that way is, isn't it? Hmm. How do I want to do it? Active without signal or active with signal? This is a problem because I'm not sure which one I'm going to go for. It shouldn't really make much difference. So here, yeah, this is the thing. I want this to be like. So yeah, I want to literally have this at 100, right? There's no reason not to. So we're going to emit signal when the storage is less than 80%, and when it will stop. Yeah, let's try this. Let's just try this on this very basic thing, right? Okay, so we need to have the power network in, right? Yeah, this is. I got it. I got it. Okay. I will. I may do something about this connection. I just want to do this connection first. Okay, so got the generators. Now, do I want to just go straight into the? This is a funny thing because I don't even need to use the capacitors in this example, do I? Like, that's the funny thing because with this one I have to look at the. I just choose the block. This one is actually going to be able to tell the whole data out of the system, isn't it? Which is more interesting in a way. Let's put these back actually. So in the coal generator, it's going to be extracting power. Okay. So now we want to try to control like the flow of the stuff, right? So the question is, do I need to put the redstone conduit in both of the machines? No is the answer, right? Let's just put the redstone conduit not there. Let's put it here instead. Because you see, if this emits a redstone signal to this... Yeah, the default state is off. I want it to be on in this situation. Yeah. So I could say... So emit signal when the storage is less than 80% full. Emit signal when storage... So that will turn it off, right? Yeah, but it doesn't need to go to this thing at all, does it? Because this is just a consumer. This doesn't actually. This is yeah. It's not relevant. So it'll actually go over here, won't it? This is the only thing I have to be concerned about with the redstone signal. And then from here, so this will be able to tell what happens if I put coal? Do I have to have the energy conduit here? Is this able to tell anything? Well, that's not even filling up. Why is that? It's going straight in here, that's why. Yeah, this is not actually being able to read anything, is it? What if I do this? It's still not reading anything. Why is that? I guess I should really use the. Yeah, from what I can tell, it kind of seems like you actually should use the. So there's a 10. The 10 is. Why are we not seeing anything here, though? This tells me this is full, right? Yeah. You can't look at more detail in the machine buffers, though. It makes sense to use everything on the capacitor bank, you would guess. I'd guess, because otherwise you won't be able to read it properly. Huh. That's full now as well. So now it's filling in the. So there shouldn't be any output at all, apart from the power to sustain this and to sustain this, right? So the one RF per tick, I think it's probably just to sustain the power monitor, isn't it? Why is this not able to do anything? Honestly, my feeling with this is that I probably don't want to do it like this. I probably want to have a interesting. So do I need to have a capacitor as well? Should it be feeding in? What is the order? So basically, if this will use up energy, but I don't want these to be running. I don't want these to be running when it's not. Yeah, when it gets to the 80% point, basically between 80 and 100, I want nothing running. So it's fine if this is being used. If this is being used and we're at 95% power, that's fine. I still don't want anything to run. I only want it to start running when it gets down to 80% power. Now, why is the machine buffers 1 million and 10? Okay, the conduits are full. So why is the conduit taking that? Weird. So how much can this store? 500,000. 500,000. 1 point. No, it's not being counted. That is it? No. This thing. I wish I knew how full that was. Where's that extra 10,000 RF come from? Maybe that's just part of these two machines then. Yeah, I think it is. I think it is because I don't think this thing takes 10,000. I think this is just full. My only feeling is maybe it does. Yeah, I mean that just looks like a fixed number. 1,010,000. Yeah, like if you put in. Yeah, I think it's only a power monitor. It probably doesn't take much. It probably is just a little bit. So let's think about it one more time then. If you've got 80%, you want to get 80%. So if we emit the signal, yeah, if we do on to activate, it's getting to 80% now, isn't it? Let's really drain it. No, I'm just draining it way too hard. Maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I should just let it get to a bit higher first of all before I do this. Yeah, so I need to get these to turn off. On to activate it. Yeah, that should work, right? If I put in coal in here, because these are automatically like inverted, these things, aren't they? So if I do on to activate, oh no, it doesn't work. Yeah, so I want it to be. Yeah, when there's no signal and it's on to activate, it will stop. So that shouldn't actually be. So there must be a redstone signal coming out of there, right? Yeah, that's why it's not stopping. So why is it emit signal when it's less than 80% full? But it isn't though. Hmm. Stop when the storage grid. What happens when it gets completely full then? I want to see if it. Problem is, you know what? It's actually easier to see at night time. This thing. Yes. Huh, weird. Oh, it worked at 99. This is not burning anymore. Alright, so if I put this at 96. Really? Shame I can't see the conduit. I still don't really get it. Maybe I just can't tell. Let me just take it out again. Why is it not emitting a signal now? Emit signal when storage less than 96%. So it should be emitting a signal. And this is on to activate. So the redstone mode should be on and then it should activate when it's on, right? Yeah, it's not doing anything now. But I give it a signal, then it will do something. So why did that not work? Not doing anything. Where is it going? Oh. Oh, I didn't do them on both. Really? Is this like just with the moment it passes it? Yeah, I'm not really seeing where this is going at the moment. This is something wrong here. Weird. That shouldn't make any difference to strong signal business, should it? On to activate. So this should be reading. It sees it is less than 40%, less than 60%. But it's still not on. Why? Hmm. Yeah, that is a difficult one to answer, actually. On to activate. I mean, it's less than 60% for emit a signal. Okay, it's definitely less than 70% full now. Emit a signal. Where is the signal? Come on. What happens if I put this here? I'll only just test this now. I probably will be able to do more stuff with it. Just thinking why that is not working. It's kind of a funny one. Hmm. I had it in the wrong hand. Hmm. I've got to admit, it was definitely working better than this before. I think I've somehow just got confused with this thing again. I never quite understood this. Off to activate. Fuck it.